counterproductive.
There's argument because no one actually addresses the problem.
I have a question.
No, you wait.
You're like a senior member, you're here every time. I would like to hear your question.
Hey, they can't see your hand.
A lot of you people don't know me in here, but I've been here over 45 years in this valley. And what I like to do is open up nominations for the chairman of the board here, to elections, and that's what I'd like to see done. So if chairman of the board has said many times, anybody who wants this job can have it. So I think Dunn's doing a good job for the last 9 years. I was here when he got elected. But I think the way things are going nowadays, we need to have more citizens' involvement in community affairs, because out here we're being ticketed by the code enforcement, and people don't know, the people that just moved in here don't know how to handle it. And what I'd like to do is be able to make a recommendation who I think would do a good job.
Feel free, I've tried to give it up.
Before we go forward with that,
Yeah.
which sheriff started this anyway?
Sprague, Sheriff Sprague.
And we can owe thanks to him then, because there is something in writing called the Sheriff Citizen Advisory Committee Rules and Regulations. This has been ignored ever since I got here. I don't know what you had before, but this has been ignored. Because if this is a community, this is what I told you guys before, if this is a community meeting, I'm glad to come out. But if you're gonna call it the Sheriff's Committee meeting, then I think there needs to be a little bit of order to it. This is what it says. A group shall be formed to be known as the Sheriff's Citizens Advisory Committee. It shall consist of 11 members, membership as follows. Members to be appointed by the Klamath County Sheriff. It's not really, it's my advisory meeting, it's my, I guess it was Scraw's attempt to have community members advise him about what's going on and they can share information. Not a community meeting, but an advisory committee. One appointed member of this committee will be elected chairman. The chairman will serve for 1 year. The Klamath County Sheriff or his designee will be the ex officio member of the committee. The duties of the committee are then laid forth. I am willing to do this. I'm not willing to come out here and witness a community argument.
That's null and void. That's so years ago. That's not even your
It's not
contract.
null and void if I say this is what's going to happen if it's called the Sheriff's Committee.
We don't want. Do you want to agree with this?
Yes.
Okay, then have the sheriff stay here.
Put a sheriff
Put
station.
a sheriff on here.
Put a sheriff station.
If I could finish?
Put it right on Dunn's property.
Yes, I remember when Sheriff Franks was here, they formed that
He was
that
good
rule
for
and
us.
regulation about a committee. I believe I'm on that committee because I wrote in, and he has a deal of my resume of all my background experience. But he got in a little trouble at the time, so I don't know if he fulfilled everything in that procedure there. But anyway, what I like to do is to nominate a person that I feel has gone to the county commissioners and many times to the county agencies and help people here in the community to be able to get through all the rules and regulations pertaining to putting a house, a septic, and whatever else. So what I do like to do is it open for my nomination?
That's up to the sheriff, this is his.
No,
Well,
not according to these rules. I get what you're saying. I appreciate the fact that
Proceed.
you're trying to bring some order back.
I contest his authority on that outdated contract. It's never been enforced. Why enforce it
It's
now?
not a contract.
Quiet.
It's the Sheriff's Advisory Committee. As far as I know, Chris, I'm the sheriff, you're not. There's no sheriff out here, there's only one sheriff, it's me. And I would love to have an advisory committee, but I'm not gonna keep coming out here for these community arguments.
So one thing that we,
You're gonna come out here and take our money from the roads?
Your arguments, Chris, you're a very intelligent man, I know, we've talked many times, but your arguments sometimes are just way out there. I
Yeah,
don't take
it's
your
more
money,
about me. It's
the
more
county
about all these
taxes.
people paying taxes. They get crappy roads.
The meeting's not all about you.
Well, it's obviously not about it.
Well, my road's good.
So, sir, I don't think that's the way to do it. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll disband the group and start over, and I'll accept it for the Sheriff's Advisory Committee. If you guys want to have a Sprague River community meeting, then you can do that totally separate, and I'll come out and visit you when I'm there. So maybe, Chris, that's what you need to do, is see if you can form a community meeting.
No, this is his. This is a neighborhood watch monthly meeting. That's what this is advertised.
Okay, well, good, then I'm not in charge, so.
Well, Sheriff, Sheriff, I like, the way things are going nowadays, I know you guys are under a lot of pressure. You know, because of all the changes on the gun control and this and that. And I know everybody in Sprague River would love to help you in any way we can. And if you want to continue, the way I understood,
Oh, okay.
this
I
is the
thought
way I
so.
understood now, that the sheriff didn't want to have this committee out here as a sheriff's advisory committee, just as a Sprague River community. Now, if the chairman would answer the question, is that true or not?
I did change it. I dropped the sheriff's off because he got tired of coming out here. So I took the sheriff's advisory name and I call it the Neighborhood Watch for Sprague River. That's what this meeting is about, so that you can talk to each other about the problems that are going on out here and problems that need to be addressed.
But they're never addressed.
So,
And your own commissioner just said you're not getting your money, but for the roads.
That's not what I said at all.
Nope.
That's not what I said.
Says you're taking the road budget fund and giving
That
it.
is not true.
You're going to take whatever you can from it.
There's $80 million in the road funds that we don't use $80 million every year.
Oh no, I'm a Republican. I'm just a ornery Republican.
This is
I second
what I see on
I
TV.
second the motion. To hold the,
Hey, if this is a neighborhood watch group, I'm gonna stand aside when you guys decide who's in charge.
but he
But
just
please
said.
do it peacefully.
well, it's been, brought up, it's been seconded. My nomination is Courtney Hudson. You want to stand up?
I'm ready to take over. You want to leave?
I'm not leaving. No,
Well, I'm
this
taking
meeting-
over.
This is my meeting. I called.
Oh,
it.
your
I'm
meeting.
sorry.
This is our meeting, not
Neighborhood
yours.
watch.
It's the watch.
You know,
Y'all live next door to Dunn?
If you can have a community meeting, you need a sergeant at arms, because shouting at each other,
We can't get anybody to
There's
step
a
up and do
motion on
anything.
Right here, he's stepping up, and I'm stepping out. I'm just
Bye.
gonna see y'all. Thank you for allowing me to entertain you. Thank you very much.
there's a motion on the floor.
This is not the meeting to do the motions. I'm sorry. You guys call another meeting if you want us to step aside and you guys to
You're
run.
not, you won't come to our
Yes.
We want you to allow a
It's
vote
supposed to happen
on
in
a
July.
nomination.
Nominations happen in July.
We'll do it next meeting. We'll do it the next meeting so you're out.
Whatever. Sure.
We're gonna clean up.
Okay.